Hello, everyone, and welcome to another new episode of Batman. I was gonna go to sleep because it's midnight, but then I thought to myself, and I was like, I'm not really that tired. So, I'm gonna record some Batman. Because I'm not tired.
A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us.
Except for the fact that you already
Together,
technically
we will
betrayed me.
change Gotham. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Your father knew which hands to shake.
Dude, I
Don't you
completely
know not to
forgot
corner a wild animal?
everything that happened in the last
dangerous.
episode already. It's been like 3 days since I played this last.
I bet.
This is Selina.
Oh yes, I do remember this part though.
How many?
I'd have to count the pieces. Falcone's calling card.
Okay.
The chemicals. Where are they? We're all being played here, including you. Christ almighty! It's the Waynes.
By the way,
The Waynes.
while they're doing this little flashback that they're doing, I know it's midnight tonight, and I'm still up, even though I really shouldn't be. I worked all day today. I got home. I worked all day ever since I've been home. Gotta do chores. Gotta clean up after dog and cats. They have their toys everywhere, dude. But tomorrow, tomorrow is when I am going to be editing. Because I edit on weekends. Because I don't have work on weekends. I just have home stuff to do. And so I work it in between cleaning and doing house projects, right? I'm pretty excited to edit the stuff that I've got recorded, especially like Batman and Pokemon Nuzlocke that I have done, and I think it'll be pretty good.
Master Bruce.
I'm pretty pumped. I felt good about being back to YouTube. I just like recording. I like sitting here and I like talking.
I thought
I like
might find
playing
you here.
games and actually like,
The news was upsetting.
I guess playing.
both of us. But
Does that make sense?
you
Playing
should see
games.
this.
I don't know. You know what I mean?
I know you come here for solitude, Bruce.
Because when I'm not recording, when I play
allegations
games,
about his
I don't know.
ties
I
to
feel
the
like I'm
underworld.
like wasting time.
This isn't going away.
It's all so public and messy.
You hid this
How
from me.
could you hide this from me, Alfred? For all these years.
What would you have me do? You were a child.
And so I don't know.
I've been dreading this
I
day
like
for
having
nearly
a
2
purpose
decades.
to the games that I'm playing.
I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
Audacity? Did you just
The
crash?
truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce.
Please.
You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises.
I'm not corrupt.
It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
I'm hoping that we still have
My mother
audio
never corrupted me.
for
And
my
I'm proud of
mouth
you.
movements,
But you're hardly
because
the norm.
Audacity is like freezing.
He'll grease the wheels of politics.
I don't know if it needs to
Falcone
update or
was
what
the
it's
muscle.
doing.
Thomas legitimize the
But
whole
if
enterprise with his name. Your
this
father,
episode
Hamilton
doesn't
Hill,
go
and
up, you know what
Falcone,
happened.
they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
They work together?
Working with Falcone and Hill. I expected a regular accounting, but not a pact with the devil.
Your father was a good man in many ways, but this was his undoing. I want you to know, I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father
You
anymore.
stayed for me, didn't you, Alfred?
But then, they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you.
I know, Alfred.
I hope you can forgive me.
We're still family.
How could I hold this against you? You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you. I won't let you down again. This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
My father had
If
enemies.
my father was that deep in crime, he would have had enemies.
Well, it's a fair assumption. You don't think. You always said it was a simple
Someone
money.
put him up to it,
In
100%.
20 years, you've never
Listen,
wavered
it just
from that
depends on
story.
which version of Bruce Wayne
Can
we're in
recall
right now.
Every moment of that night in vivid detail.
That's the hard part of
Maybe that's wrong.
DC versus
Sometimes
Marvel,
we
right?
block out things we don't
Is
want to
man,
face.
there's so many Batmans.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
I mean, there are a lot of Spider-Men, but just not as many as there are Batmans. Side alley. Is, okay. Thank you.
I want him standing here. Right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
Ask him why.
I'd only want to ask him one question. Why? My parents could have given him anything. Why would he just shoot them?
True, that's a good point.
He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
Ooh, a cover-up. You hear that? That's a clue, Bruce. There's a clue. You're the Batman now. You should know. You should be very well aware that if someone kills someone and then ends up
just wanted to
dying,
protect us.
it was probably a cover-up,
He
bro.
thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
No, it's just too bad he wasn't honest as well.
He had his flaws, yes. But you more than anyone should be able to appreciate that he was a complicated man.
True. Especially in Flashpoint. Ugh. Jeez. Thomas Wayne Flashpoint. And I'm talking about the movie. I've actually never read the comic for
I
Flashpoint.
love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater.
I assume it's the same.
How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
This feels weird. It feels like I'm like not piecing it together. Batman, please. He was stabbed after killing
Where
your parents.
exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, you don't have to do this. And the gunfires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
I don't know. Do you?
don't have to do this.
You hear this? You hear this, Batman? They told me you had this coming. It's a setup, dude.
Tell Falcone. He's making a mistake.
Really, you're just gonna like rando remember that?
Bruce, are you all right?
And then you got lucky that the cops were showing up?
They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Well, it's like he said, he's afraid of the Waynes, right? I mean, I feel like he's painted us a pretty clear picture of what is going on, right? They had a rough relationship, to say the least.
But getting you in to see Falcone like this, I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
I appreciate it.
Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time you disappeared behind closed doors with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least
Falcone
know
had my
what I'm getting
parents
myself
killed.
into.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool in there. I don't want any headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Gentlemen, we finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, well, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing.
Dirt on
Everything's been a little
Falcone.
busy.
I gave him some evidence against Falcone.
More like a catalog of his
I can't
entire
tell. Is there like
criminal
frame
empire.
issues?
It's a
I
case
might.
that'll put Falcone away for life.
Hold on. I'm
Is
gonna
that a
just
fact?
real quick. We're gonna close the game, and then we're gonna restart the game real quick.